My name is Kathy B., and my colleagues and I were doing a special report on the homeless. We have Matthew, who's on location, reporting on how it feels to be homeless.
At any point, there are over 600,000 people experiencing homelessness in the US. Every year, that number grows. With basic needs like food, water, and shelter not being met, how do we expect them to live, let alone survive? During these extreme weather, the homeless population has to endure tremendous heat along with freezing cold temperatures. Homeless shelters are filling up fast, leaving many homeless people to have to resort to living under bridges and in abandoned buildings, which isn't much better. Most homeless people who died during this time mostly died because of the lack of shelter. They also are most likely to gain diseases and infections from open and untreated wounds.
Next up is Gabe, and he's interviewing people about a resident who is about to be evicted and become homeless, but lives in their neighborhood.
It's sad. It's a sad situation. I feel sad for him. I feel sad for the neighborhood. It's a mess. It needs help. He needs help. A lot of help.
It's pretty bad. I mean, when we first moved in, it was like that. And if you see the front yard, the backyard's even worse. Pretty frustrating to see a beautiful neighborhood like this and have one house like that.
Oh, other people, when they come to visit, they comment like, oh my goodness, help. And we have offered help before. We've helped with mowing the lawn. We've provided food. We've provided clothes. But it gets to a point where he's not trying to help himself, makes you not want to offer help.
The city's pretty strict about a lot of stuff here, but they let stuff like this go, We called the city, I sent them pictures, and just because it was just unbearable, the smell, and you look back there and it's just all trash. And so the city did make him clean up just along our fence, but other than that, they don't really do anything. They don't care.
Next, we hear from Adelina, and she is interviewing over the phone a mother who has experienced for her and her family homelessness.
My name is Laura Holguin. I am 35 years old, and I'm discussing with Adelina the 5-6 years that I was homeless in California with my family.
Wow, 5-6 years. That was consecutively?
Yes.
And when you say family, who does that consist of?
Me, my 3 kids, and my boyfriend, their dad.
So it was all 5 of you?
Yes.
Where did you stay?
For a majority of the time, we did stay in motels paying weekly, but there were times that we slept in families' cars. We slept in the park. But for the majority, we were in motels.
So when you say you were paying weekly, did one of you or both of you have a job?
Their dad worked full-time. It was just hard for us to qualify for a place. I think the worst part of being homeless was having to sleep in the park, especially with my daughter being a baby. Even within kid period, and having to get up early in the morning just so that they can get them to their grandma's house and, so they could shower and get ready for school. It was a lot.
We turn to Union Station Homeless Services. It's an organization that's been serving our community for over 50 years, serving a combined population of over 1.5 million people. Their mission is to help individuals and families end homelessness and rebuild their lives. We have with us Sean Morrissey. Sean, what is your title there? What do you do?
I'm the Vice President of Advocacy and Community Engagement.
What are some of the solutions that we, the people out here, can do to help this situation that's going on?
I think the place to start in terms of how we solve this problem is to find out what's really causing it. It's not the individuals who are experiencing homelessness who created homelessness. I think that's a common misperception. See people for the wholeness of who they are as human beings, not just the sum of their pathology or their illness, because I think when we see people as the sum of their illness, all we see are symptoms. It's easy to love people and it's hard to love symptoms. So I think that how we view people is extremely important.
Sean, if people want to get a hold of you for information.
So I would recommend starting at the website. So it's different for families than it is for adults, different for youth than it is for adults or families.
Well, thank you, Sean, for taking the time and helping us help other people to care more.